This video is brought to you by the 3-Minute Board Game patrons. Keep us independent by supporting us on Patreon. Kia ora koutou and welcome to Red Rising in about 3 minutes. Collector's edition and review copy used. There is a solo mode included. It's a game for 1 to 6 players, playing time is short, and it's a reasonably simple game. You are a member of a noble house trying to rise to power. Can you assemble the strongest network of followers as possible? The game ends one of 3 ways. Once one player has 7 helium tokens, a player's fleet marker reaches the 7th spot, or any player has 7 tokens in the Institute. The winner is the player with the most points, which you get from lots of places. Just look for the laurel. Set collection. There are many card combos that will give you extra points. Card management. You'll have a heap of unique cards to manage. Player turn. Choose one of the 6 houses to play as and take the unique card and then draw 5 cards from the deck as well as a token matching your house's color. Each card belongs to a caste, represented by its color. Its points value is in the top left, and some cards will have a marker on the left to indicate what other cards will score more or less points with it. Many cards will also have a deployment bonus that will take effect when you play the card. On your turn, you will take one of 2 actions. You can take a card from your hand and play it into one of the 4 columns on the main board, gaining its deployment bonus. In this card's case, that's a lot of helium. You can then either pick the top card from any column you didn't play to, or take a random card from the top of the deck and roll the special die. You will gain a bonus based on the column you picked or the die roll. Jupiter moves your fleet marker ahead, scoring you points. Mars gives you helium, which are worth 3 points each. Luna gives you the sovereign token from either the board or whoever has it. That token is worth in-game points and activates your faction's special ability. The Institute lets you place a cube on its special space. Cubes in here are worth in-game points, with the player with the most earning more. The die also has a symbol to place the topmost card from the deck in a column. You don't gain its deployment bonus. And this symbol discards a card from any column. The second action is to reveal the top card of the deck and place it in any column. You do not gain the card's deployment bonus, but you do get the column bonus. Some cards will have in-game triggers, while others have ability that let you counter opponents' effects. The key, though, is collecting cards that score well together. Why would you like this game? Red Rising is all about a book series I know next to nothing about. What I can figure out from the game is that it's sci-fi, set in our solar system, and everyone is slotted into 1 of 14 case in a strictly enforced hierarchy. Reds are at the bottom, and golds are on top. Still, despite knowing nothing about this world, it was pretty easy to pick up due to how evocative the card art is, and how clearly defined all the cases are, and what their function, look, and feel is. I'm a sucker for this kind of core gameplay loop, which is to play a card out of your hand for a powerful effect in order to pick up another powerful effect to be played, or to pick up a card that will help you score points. How much of your hand you dedicate to scoring cards, and which cards you're keeping in your hand just to play for their effect, is a key balancing act here, and I really dig it. Red Rising comes alive after repeated plays and with an experienced crew. The game hums along nicely. I'd recommend this to any group that likes building killer combos in their hand. The best thing about this game is that if someone plays a great card to the table, you may be able to pick it up later and play it again yourself. However, this is the collector's edition of the game, which has some fancy components and little details like gold foil on the card. It does also have these metal cubes that are really hard to pass at a distance, especially between the gold and yellow players. The game requires a fair bit of looking at card details, and players can spend a lot of time just mulling over the board looking for combos. And as for the combos, some of them are very specific, needing exact cards with no substitutes. This can be rather frustrating to some players. So while this is a pretty good game, it does have some pacing issues, especially with new players getting up to speed with the cards. I believe Fantasy Realms is a big influence on this game, and my own game, Shadow Moon Syndicates, also has unique clans and multi-use cards in it. And for something simpler, try a castle combo. Red Rising. Why on earth is helium so valuable? And if you enjoyed this video, hit the notification button, like, share, and subscribe to the channel.